Hey, what's up guys? Slime Beast here again. Okay, so, small video just to get some evidence out there, get some stuff out there, just so it's posted somewhere that it can't be deleted. Yeah. I found some information recently that I posted up somewhere, and of course it was removed, and I was banned. So, I have to put it somewhere, so I guess it has to go on my channel. I don't know. I tried to, go the other route, post it somewhere else, but as you can see, nothing's ever safe unless I post it on my channel, which is why I have to put everything up here all the fucking time. But yeah. Anyway, over on my other channel, Tormental, I do a show with Abysme and Dead Palette called The Hyperrealists, where we talk about stuff going on in the creepypasta community. And yeah, so recently something came up with CryptTV, which you may remember I've talked about in the past with relation to Nightmind. I had no interest in anything Nightmind was doing. I wasn't looking at anything he was doing. I didn't really care what he was doing. And then he brought me into this whole problem by writing a blog post, mentioning me by name and giving misinformation about me. So I had to make a video explaining what the misinformation was and try to clear up the record about what was going on and blah, blah, blah. All this drama shit that goes on. So yeah, Nick dragged me into it, had no care about it, had no interest in it. Now I'm in it. So the Hyperrealists episode, as I mentioned, was going to be about CryptTV because one of us had found, not me, one of us had looked into the contracts that they use and how the contracts are kind of almost usury, I would say, not necessarily, just in my opinion, not necessarily totally usury, but kind of heavily skewed toward we can use your idea even if we don't, pay you, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to do a thing talking about CryptTV, talking about its contract, etc. Now, I, like an idiot, decided to do some research into CryptTV before we did the episode talking about the contracts and talking about CryptTV trying to buy its way into the creepypasta community by, forcing its characters at the forefront and different things like that. So yeah, I did some research, and I found evidence that Nick Nocturne from Nightmind was working with CryptTV before he posted his supposedly unbiased review. Yeah, Nightmind posted up a review of CryptTV, or basically a thing hyping people up for it, telling people to check it out. Nick said that he just stumbled across this channel. It wasn't marked as sponsored, it wasn't marked as biased, it wasn't marked as anything where Nick was collaborating with CryptTV or working with them or talking with them. It was just posted up like a completely normal, everyday, average video for something Nick had just found on his own, randomly. But yeah, that kind of was questionable. A lot of people sort of questioned whether that was actually true. Later, months later, Nick put out a video saying that he was indeed working with CryptTV, but he made it sound like it was a new thing. Like he wasn't working with them back when he did the review. That naturally made people even more suspicious, because people were like, well, if you're saying you're working with them now, why are we to believe that you weren't working with them before when you gave your unmarked review that wasn't supposedly sponsored or anything like that? So yeah, flash forward, I guess that's probably enough backstory. People probably already know about it if you're watching this channel. I don't know. That's enough backstory. We'll move on to today, where I had done some research for the episode of Hyperrealists that I was going to be in. And during that research, I looked at the LinkedIn profile of some of the people who worked at CryptTV to see, like, what, where does CryptTV come from? Where do the people come from? What is CryptTV? What sort of expertise do these people bring to the field? That type of thing. So I looked up the LinkedIn profile of Alex Gross. Now, this is a publicly known employee of CryptTV with a public LinkedIn profile who is listed as an employee of CryptTV. This is not doxing, because the minute I posted this... The minute I posted this to Nick Nocturne's, fans on his Reddit, it immediately came up that this was doxing, and it's like, no, if you talk about Rupert Murdoch as the head of Fox, Entertainment or Fox News or whatever, that's not doxing Rupert Murdoch. He's a public employee of a media company. If you talk about somebody who works for CNN as an anchor, you're not doxing them. They're a public person working for a company. It's not secret. This isn't somebody with a pseudonym. This isn't revealing the fact that, I don't know, Baron Fist from the Creepypasta Wiki who doesn't want his identity known. Oh, that was really Alex Gross. I'm not, it's not somebody with a pseudonym. This is just a guy working at a place with a public profile saying he works at that place. So, yeah, I got to address that right away because there's going to be some knuckleheads who are going to say, oh, it's doxing. But yeah, no matter what you do, people are going to do that anyway, so I don't know why I bother. Alex Gross, employee of CryptTV. If we looked at his LinkedIn profile, we see that he's in charge of audience development since early 2017. So he joined the company early 2017. Previously worked for like Full Screen and different things like that. His motto is always be consuming. Yeah. He's interested in social strategy, like YouTube channel growth, and so on and so forth. If we move on down the line, we can look at his list of accomplishments, his list of experiences. Now, one thing you may notice about this is that the dates of things that have happened in his list of experiences are from 2017. Now, this will be important. Remember this. This profile appears to have been written in 2017 because the dates in it are all 2017. Now, there's one date in 2018 where he says, I would like to have 1 million subscribers by 2018. So that's like a future projection. He's saying, in the future, in June 2018, I hope to have 1 million subscribers by that point. But every other date here is 2017. He's saying we achieved a goal by December 2017. Our chat bot on Facebook, our chat bot is the #1 chat bot as of December 19th, 2017. The dates seem to put this in 2017. Now, could this be wrong? Anything can be wrong. So basically, this is evidence. It's not proof. This is evidence of something. It doesn't prove something. I should clarify that because people get confused. But yeah, #1 chatbot as of December 19th, 2017. Now, as of would likely mean that this was written on 12/19/2017. Because if you say, I'm the most wanted bachelor in my town as of this date, that would mean you're saying it on that date, because you're saying, in the future it may change, but as of right now, I'm #1. That type of thing. So this would seem to place this profile in 2017, December 2017. Now, if we go with this exact date, this would have been written on the 19th of December, 2017. All right, you got that? Remember that. December 19th. Moving on down the line here, we see that also in his list of accomplishments, he has influencer collabs. So people he's collaborated with that are influencers for CryptTV. Dang Matt Smith, Julia Kelly, Nightmind, Mr. Creepypasta, Scare Theater, Koali Pops, The Dead Meat, Founder, Fricks, Big Nick, Reacticorns, Reaction Time, Creeps McPasta, and much more. As you can see, Nightmind is listed as an influencer for the company. So he is, this is without a doubt, he is an influencer for the company. Period. He is an influencer for CryptTV. There is no question about that, unless unless we want to say that this employee of CryptTV is lying for some reason on his resume. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, if you want to believe that, you can believe that. But yeah, so now the question becomes, since we've established that Nightmind is an influencer collaborating with them, Now the question becomes, when was this written? Remember what I asked you to remember, that this appears to have been written in December of 2017. Could be wrong. Most likely right. People give me shit because they're like saying, you haven't proven this. You haven't proven beyond a shadow of a doubt it's true. Yeah, no shit. I'm just giving you the evidence and saying to you, it's possible, it's likely, or it's very likely. And in my estimation, my personal opinion, my subjective opinion, it's very likely, based on what we've seen here, that due to the dates on this profile, due to the fact it says as of December 17, it seems very likely that this was written in December of 2017. And, as we can see, it includes Nightmind as a collaborator. What you will notice on this profile, if you check it out, is there is nothing on this profile that is written past 2017. Like, there's nothing where it says, as of 2018, I'm doing this, or I started this job in 2018. There's nothing beyond 2017 written here. So, take that for what you will, too, as further evidence, though maybe not proof, but evidence this was written in December of 2017. Now, why is it so important that we establish that Nightmind, Nick Nocturne, was an influencer collaborator working with CryptTV in December of 2017? Why is it good to establish that Nightmind was working with them at that time? Well, if we look at the video Nick put up, CryptTV, an online horror wonderland, where he claims that he just found the video. It's not marked as sponsored, not marked as a collaboration, not marked as him being involved and biased. That was posted on December 28th, 2017. So the profile appears to be written in December on the 19th, and less than 10 days later, Nightmind's video goes up where he says that he just happened to find this channel and they're really cool. This would appear to be evidence that Nightmind was working with CryptTV and posted a fake review video to hype up the show. And when I say fake review video, I mean, a biased review video, a review video written by someone who was working with the company he was reviewing. So yeah, that's how it would appear. Now what happened is I posted this up. I figured, well, I'm not going to go to YouTube with this. I'm not going to make a big YouTube stink out of this. I'm not going to make a big drama video and have everybody going, oh, you hate Nick so much. You went and dug for this. And it's like, dude, nobody's going to believe that I'm researching for the hyperrealists and I happen across the perfect evidence to show that Nightmind was working with them. Nobody's going to believe it. Nobody's going to give a shit. People are going to think that I just hate Nick, even though I had nothing to do with Nick and didn't even know Nick until he decided to lie about me in a public post. Nobody's going to believe it. People are just going to treat me like shit about it. So I decided not to make a video about it. I decided what I would do is I would just post it on Twitter, and I would post it on Reddit, and so on. So I posted this image you see on your screen right now on Reddit. And yeah, I posted it on a fan board for Nightmind. Not a board run by Nick Nocturne, but like a fan-run board. And I said, you guys should probably see this, etc. and so forth. So what do you think happened? Now, I expected it to be removed. I expected the post to be removed, of course, because it's on a fan site, and you're talking about the person they're a fan of. So naturally, you expect it's going to be deleted. What I didn't expect was the fact that Nick Nocturne himself contacted the mod team, told them to remove the post and ban me. The mods didn't even want to do it. The mods weren't going to remove it. The mods weren't going to ban me. I was talking with one of the mods in private chat, who was talking to me about it and saying, yeah, it's pretty sad what Nick does. I'm paraphrasing. And as you can see, I've, blocked out information that can lead to people finding out who I was talking to, because, anonymous sources. But yeah, the mods weren't going to remove it. The mods weren't going to ban me. The mods were just going to allow it to stay. Nick Nocturne contacted them and pressured them into removing it. So, yeah. What a peach. What a peach you are, Nick. Again, we haven't really proven that he was working with them at the time. It just is evidence, and it seems that way. We haven't proven that he was paid to make the review. A lot of people say, you didn't prove he was paid to do the review. And I'm like, it's not the point. The point is, was he biased in any way? Was he collaborating with them, working with them? Did they say, maybe we'll do an episode based on one of your stories, Nick? Something like that. There's any number of ways that you can be involved with something without being paid. So this doesn't prove anything, and I will freely say that, but it is evidence that it happened. It is evidence. So yeah, I will just leave you guys with that, let you make up your own minds. Yeah.